Howdy folks, I'm here with Maggie. We are at Canada Place and we're going to take some footage of the Outdoor Adventure Expo to show you what is happening around Vancouver and BC and all of the fun things we can do. The Outdoor Adventure Expo is a big show. It's got the Biking Expo going on as well. But just look at this beautiful Vancouver day. I mean, check it out. Vancouver Convention Centre. So this is it, the Vancouver Outdoor Adventure Travel and BC Bike Show. Lots of prizes out at the expo as well. There we go, it's two of us. Thank you. So we are here with Jackie from Churchill Wild Arctic Safaris. What's that all about?
We are the first and I believe only polar bear walking safari in the world. We're based in Churchill, Manitoba. Our guests fly into Churchill. And then we fly our guests to our lodges located on Hudson's Bay coast. I don't know that there's anywhere in the world you can come face to face with a polar bear, pack of wolves, the dance with the northern lights, sing with the belugas, all
in one go.
Place.
All right. Well, thank you, Jackie. It's been a lifetime experience, I'm sure. Peel Wilderness Aviation. All right. We've got Colin here. Colin, what is Peel Wilderness Aviation about? What do you do?
So we're like a small aviation business from Dawson City in the Yukon.
Yeah.
So we offer scenic flights, air charter, basically your backcountry connector into the Yukon wilderness. So we have float planes, wheel planes.
4 planes and a helicopter? Nice. So do you do some of the backcountry skiing and stuff like that too, or is it just more transfers?
We're more so in the summertime, so like paddling, hiking, scenic flights in the summertime. Yeah, so we often do a bit of work in the winter, but it's more so about utilitarian style work.
Okay.
And that sort of stuff in the winter.
Awesome. Well, thanks for telling us about Peel Aviation, Colin.
Absolutely.
Nice.
No worries.
Cheers. We've got Ed here. Hey, Ed, what's there to do in Newfoundland and Labrador?
Well, I own a tour company, so I plan people's trips, but I also have lighthouses. I've got 2 lighthouses and turn them into inns. So this is a picture in July of icebergs at my lighthouse. Stay in a lighthouse and watch icebergs and wait.
So you can actually stay inside an actual lighthouse.
Absolutely.
That is amazing.
The other thing that's really popular is Rosemore National Park.
Well, I haven't been there yet, so I guess I'll have to make a plan and come out to Newfoundland at some stage. It's amazing.
Trip, but it's worth the thing.
Evan, tell us about what Jack Pine Paddle. What do you guys do and where do you do it?
Jack Pine Paddle is a northern-owned and operated guiding business out of Yellowknife, Northwest Territories.
Oh, whoa, okay, so very far away from here, right?
Yeah, very far, but we're right at home up there, right? So
nice.
What we're doing is fully serviced, guided, expedition-style canoeing and kayaking trips in the north.
Oh, wow.
Arctic rivers, mountain rivers. We're bringing the right gear, the right food, the best food, and we're cooking that, and it's all meant to provide a certain level of comfort for people who don't want to plan these trips themselves.
Okay.
But we also want them to be comfortable on the trip. A lot of our clientele and guests love paddling.
Yeah.
But the logistics of planning a trip in the north are complicated.
Yeah.
And so we're up there, we know the rivers really well, we know our routes, we know how to navigate the various other components of getting a trip together and finding all the people.
Okay.
So we can take care of all of that for them.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Cool. One of the places I've always wanted to visit is the Yukon. So we've got Kalen here. He's going to tell us a little bit more about the Yukon.
The Yukon is an incredible place. It's 480,000 square kilometers with only 45,000 people, 35,000 of which are in the capital city of Whitehorse. So imagine half of British Columbia with only 10,000 people scattered around it. We have music festivals, arts and culture, but we also have unparalleled wilderness and incredible world-class adventures year-round. Everything from dog sledding and snowmobiling in the winter, northern lights viewing, where we also have canoeing, kayaking, hiking, mountain biking, lots of things to do. It's an outdoor adventure paradise.
How do you get to the Yukon? It sounds like it's really, really far away, no?
We have jet service daily with Air North Yukon's airline. They fly 737s. You're allowed 2 check bags, 2 carry-on, and full meal service. It's 2-hour flight, 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's not far. Huge baggage allowance and full meal service on board.
Nice.
True northern hospitality, and so definitely the best way to get there.
Well, I guess we're going to have to come through and visit then.
Yeah, absolutely. Come visit.
Next, we are talking to Norm from Norman Expeditions. So tell us what you do, Norm.
Yeah, I've been running multi-day paddleboarding trips up and down the BC coast probably for the last, maybe 15 years now.
Okay, so you've got a bit of experience.
Got a little bit of experience, so yeah, I love paddling, and we work with the Sonova brand. Yeah, really with our clients, we're just connecting people to wild places sort of through the paddleboard, and it's been a lot of fun. So we go to various places in BC, but we also go up to the Yukon with Kaylin.
Okay.
We're in the Maldives for some surfing. We do a bunch of different things, sort of paddle surfing, multi-day paddling trips, even some wildlife trips up on the north
So
coast.
take me through a multi-day paddling trip. What does that entail?
Just for an example, we run a trip on the central coast of British Columbia where we'll take, people can either fly into Bella Bella, so it's halfway up the BC coast.
Yeah.
Then once we arrive in Bella Bella, I take the ferry up there with all of the gear. We use inflatable paddle boards, and I've got a cook and a sous chef, and they do all the food out of a sea kayak. So all these trips are fully catered.
Oh, wow.
And then once we get into Bella Bella, we spend a night there at Shearwater Resort. And the next day we get out and we get paddling. So we pack up the boards, put all the gear on the board. You know, we might do 10, 15, 20 kilometers a day. And we'll hit some of the more beautiful campsites. It's a really fun way, I think, to get people connected onto the coastline, to see these beautiful areas. We hit a lot of the shoulder season, and a few trips that we run in the summer. Weather gets a little bit better, so it's really fun.
Next up, we are talking to Joe from Big White Ski Resort. Joe, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm here today talking about Big White Ski Resort. We are Canada's second largest lift system. We can do just under 29,000 skiers per hour on our lift. So
That's a lot of skiers, right?
yeah, and it means no lineup. So that's a good thing. We're promoting obviously skiing while we're down here, but we're also promoting our biking and hiking in the summertime. YLW is our local airport, and we have daily shuttles going straight to the resort. We have about over 27 kilometers of trails. We're building 5 new trails this year, so we're pretty excited about that. We are part of Boundary Country.
Boundary Country is a region in British Columbia, southern British Columbia, basically covers from Osoyoos all the way out to just outside of Castlegar, and then we're straight up Highway 33 up to Big White. So really large region, tons of stuff to do outside, outdoor adventures. We've got big, huge, giant skies for those guys that are camping that want to have a chance to see the Milky Way looking back and all that fun stuff.
Joel, thanks for telling us about Big White Ski Resort. I'm sure we'll get out there.
I hope so. It's closer than anything, and we are Canada's favorite family resort. There's always something to do at Big White.
Tay, tell us about Wells Grey. What's it about?
Wells Grey is an amazing undiscovered gem. It's so close to Vancouver, only 4.5 hours. Wells Grey Park protects a whole watershed. So 1.4 million acres, also connected to Bowron, and it has amazing activities. So you can go and just stay in one of our great accommodations and day hike to some of the largest waterfalls in Canada, or you can take a longer trip. So many multi-day trips. You can go hut-hut hiking, you can go rafting, you can do boat tours, amazing canoeing, largest paddle-only lake in North America. So Wells Grey Park, and you can pitch up anytime, no reservations needed.
Excellent. Thanks, Tay. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Next up, we are talking to Tori from Copper Cayuse Outfitters. So tell us what you do.
We are a horse outfitter based out of Pemberton, British Columbia. We do rides that go from 1 hour to 4 days, depending what you're interested in. So our ranch is based just outside of Pemberton in the Pemberton Valley, about 5 minutes outside.
Okay.
30 minutes from Whistler. That is where we do our 1 and 2 hour rides. And in the Birkenhead region is where we do all of our mountain rides. So they go from half a day to 4 days. We have a camp set up. We have a cook on site, so he will have like a cowboy supper ready for you, steak and potatoes or barbecue chicken, something like that.
Yeah.
We'll ride up to our camp. We'll pop by the lake for a little bit. If you want to go for a swim, you're more than welcome to go for a swim, depending what time of year you come. It can be pretty cold.
Okay, nice. And how much does it go for? Just a 1 hour horseback ride or a 2 hour horseback ride?
1 hour is about $105, I believe. 2 hours is $199. And then they go up from there, which I believe the 3 day is $1,700. and $2,400 for 4 days.
Okay,
Yeah, but it's
awesome.
all inclusive.
Yeah,
All your
so
meals are
food,
included
drinks,
and your accommodations.
the whole story.
Yeah, I think
Awesome.
it's definitely worth it.
It does sound like fun, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, Tori.
Nice chatting with you.
Cheers. So after a long day of filming, our camera decided that it's finished now. We have to say thank you to Maggie. She was the cameraman. She kept it all going. It's still a beautiful day and we are done at the expo. Check it out. I mean, look at how stunning it is out here today. All right, guys, you all have a good one. Cheers.